let's take a look at the union election process. It's through the union drive and election that a union tries to be recognized. During the initial contract stage, the union determines the employee's interest in organizing and establishes an organizing committee. Once an employer becomes a target, a union officially assigns a representative to assess employee interest. The representative visits the firm to determine if enough employees are interested. The law allows organizers to solicit employees for membership as long as the effort doesn't endanger the performance or safety of the employees. So much of the contact takes place off the job, perhaps at home or at places near work. For the union to petition the NLRB for the right to hold an election, it must show that a sizable number of employees may be interested in organizing. The next step for union organizers is to get employees to sign authorization cards, which state that they've applied to join the union. 30% of eligible employees must sign before the union can petition for the election. During this stage, both union and management use propaganda to persuade employees. However, neither side can threaten, bribe, or coerce employees. Once the union collects the authorization cards, the employer must choose whether or not to contest the union's right for an election. If an employer does wish to contest the union's right, it can insist on a hearing to determine those issues. Most companies do contest the union's right to represent their employees, claiming that a significant number don't really want the union. The union usually contacts the NLRB, which requests a hearing and sends a hearing officer to investigate. The election occurs within 30 to 60 days after the NLRB issues its decision and direction of election. The election is by secret ballot. The NLRB provides the ballots, voting booth, and ballot box, counts the votes, and certifies the results. The union becomes the employee's representative if it wins the election, and winning means getting a majority of the votes cast, not a majority of the total workers in the bargaining unit. The more workers vote, the less likely a union victory.